when I went home for Thanksgiving break, I was babysitting a family, and the mom said, oh, the kids got Wendy's gift cards. And I immediately was like, oh my gosh, I haven't, wow. Like, that's so far out of what I've been doing. I want to eat good food, and Wendy's is not good food.
So before this semester, most of the food that I ate came from the grocery store. I didn't pay a lot of attention to where it came from, who was growing it, how it was grown, and for about 10 years I've been a vegetarian because I didn't like the environmental implications of the way that a lot of our meat is raised in society.
When we worked at Essex Farm these past few months, we could literally go out in the fields, pick up a carrot, wash it off, and eat it. But there we really only worked with vegetables, so we went to Cray Garden to learn more about meat production.
Cray Garden is a non-profit educational organization for the agricultural, studio, culinary, and intellectual arts.
So we get our animals from local farms, and we take them back to Cray Garden, and they eat the grass that's already on the ground, but we supplement their diet with grains and compost, especially in the winter when most of the grass is dead. And then we move them around the different fields so that they can first get exercise, but also so that their poop will fertilize the fields.
Kind of the fertility that exists on East Hill, and particularly this property, there's been a lot of transformations that have happened since April, and so it's just been an incredible power source to have these animals and not having to use as much fossil fuels in order to make a change in a landscape, and being able to use them as lawnmowers and also being able to use them as fertility sources. It's just an incredible way to see this landscape change.
The animals are fuel for the farm, but that's not their only purpose.
I think when I was first getting involved with slaughtering, I definitely, it's a huge task to take a life to feed other lives. So, processing that can be a lot, and I think it's important to constantly remember why you're raising these animals and what's the purpose. I like to thank the animals for being here and feeding us and feeding those to come, but I definitely think I've become desensitized. Now this year, after butchering all these animals, I have all this access to meat, and there's a different connection when you're eating meat that you've been a part of. Or I also just have this different connection of the cuts and experience where it is on the animal, and it's kind of this funny association, or seeing what bones are where, and it's I can't not take that out of my experience when I'm eating meat now. But I think I just have a greater appreciation for the meat that I eat and excitement for how I prepare it than I did in the past.
Seeing how the animals are raised and seeing how much effort the farmers put into making sure they're raised humanely and well has made me realize that maybe I would be okay with eating meat in the future. Supporting local farmers is definitely something that I think is important, and maybe in the future that means buying meat from them and not being a vegetarian anymore.
We saw the goats that we ate, which is a little bit morbid and weird, but it is comforting in a way, and it's like we knew them throughout multiple steps of the slaughtering process and their life, and they were respected and their life was appreciated.